begins in Kodu? Come on!
So first of all, let us see the game creation process of our MAZE-MANIA game. The very first thing which you need is the game flow. You have to decide and plan on paper the entire flow of the game from start to finish so that you don't have any confusion anywhere. After that, you set up the game in the software. Setup means the first layout, how the world, 3D world will look like, where will the characters be placed, what will be the initial position of the characters, how the score will be calculated, and all those things you set up the game. That is the second process. So after setting up the game, after laying out all the characters in the 3D world, the next step is the actual game design. So in game design, you design the characters one by one and you keep testing the programs also. Once entire game is created, finally you test the game, and then various levels of the games. The final step is that you link the levels so that player wins one level, moves to the other one, to the next one, and so on. So this is how the game creation involves these 5 steps. The game flow, that is the game plan on paper, the game setup according to the initial design of the game, then the actual game design, testing the game, and finally linking all the levels together to bring it to the final shape. Now let us see the game flow of our MAZE-MANIA game. As you see, there are 2 levels. The first level is there will be a puck. Player's puck will move across the maze and it will try to reach the apple and to eat the apple. The evil pucks, there are so many evil pucks which will chase the player's puck and they will try to eat the player's puck. So whoever wins first, if player puck is successful in eating the apple, then the player will move to the next level. Otherwise, the game would be lost. If player's puck is eaten by the evil pucks, the game will be lost. In the second level, a little bit of difficulty is added. Instead of one apple, there are 2 apples added, and rest of the flow of the program is same. And this time in second level, the player's puck will try to eat 2 apples and not be eaten by the evil pucks. So let us see what is the game setup of MAZE-MANIA. How is the initial screen looking like? There is, in the 3D world, there is a grid. You see the green path across, and at that end there is the apple to be eaten. At one end, at one corner, there is player's puck which is blue colored, and there are so many evil pucks. So as the game starts, they all will start chasing the player's puck, and player's puck will try to reach the apple. Apple will not be moving, it will remain stationary in one corner. Well, that is the entire plan of MAZE-MANIA game, and let us now move on to the actual game design. The first thing is we open Kodu and we create the game layout as we have planned. As you see here, this is the 3D world and the terrain is green, and this is a very limited area. As you see, a small square. So let us enlarge this terrain. How do we do that? We will go to the ground brush tool Ground brush tool is a collection of so many brushes. So I can take so many brushes which are available there, and I can increase and decrease the size of the brush by the left and right arrow key. We can change the brush size by using left and right arrow key. So using the right arrow key, I'm increasing the brush size so that it is easier for me to increase the size of the world, size of the terrain with just a few clicks. See, I click here, left click will add the terrain, and if I right click, it will remove the terrain. So it's very simple. So here I am left clicking, and this is my entire playground now that is created. Next, what we do, we decrease the size of the brush by using left arrow key, and we create squarish holes in the terrain as you see here. Now I will right click. This is one right click, this is second right click, and so on. As you see, with so many right clicks, one by one, a grid of terrain is being created. This grid is creating the path for the pucks to move around. So randomly I have created a grid. Now is the time to add the characters. Our characters are pucks and the apple. So first of all, here I click on the terrain, and in the menu I find the puck, select it. Here it is. So first of all, what I will do is I will change its color to blue. So this blue colored puck is player's puck. Let us change its size to 0.3. The smaller blue puck is player's puck. I add another puck here. The color of this puck is red. I have taken red puck as you see here, and I change its size to 0.4, a little larger. So this larger puck is the evil puck, which will try to eat the blue puck, that is players. I place the pucks. I can place the pucks in their position, but let's first of all add the apple also the same way. Here is the apple. Apple is placed in its position in one corner as you see. Player's puck is coming around here in the far right corner, and this evil puck goes in the very center of the terrain. So this is the game layout. The initial game layout is like this. Let us see what next. Let us change the world settings by right clicking on the world and select change world settings. In world settings, we have to ensure that camera remains fixed. So I come down to the ladder menu and I select camera mode fixed position. I set the initial position of the camera here. So by the help of right click and left click, I adjust the terrain. See, right click and moving the mouse, I'm adjusting the terrain. This is how my screen will look like. I press enter and my starting scene is also set. So this is how we fix the camera. Now we program now we adjust pucks settings. I'm decreasing all these acceleration multiplier, speed multiplier to lowest, so that when I move the puck, it should not move out of control. I'm decreasing the bounciness of the puck to 0. I will increase the friction so that puck does not move too fast. So these settings are done. What next is the height of the puck is set to 0.03. Same here. So they are closest to the terrain now. Now let us program the player's puck. First thing is that puck should move by the help of arrow keys on the keyboard. So right click on the puck, blue puck, click on program. As you click on program, you see program editor has two logical parts, when part and do part. In when part we select what happens, and in do part we select what to do if something happens. So what is going to happen? The player is going to press the arrow keys. Now on pressing the arrow keys, what should happen? What should we do? We should move the player's puck, that is blue colored, according to the arrow keys. So let us see how do we do that. I click on the plus or add sign in the when section. As you see here, as I click on when section, the pie menu comes up. I have to look for the keyboard. Yes, here it is. Keyboard is added. I click again on the add sign, next, and I find the arrow keys. Here they are. So arrow keys are pressed. What to do? Let us click on the addition sign in the do section. In pie menu, what I'm going to do is I am going to move this puck. I select move. Now move slowly or quickly, that you can decide. Either quickly or slowly. So I'm going to decide on slowly. So slowly the puck will move according to the arrow key pressed. Left, right, forward, backwards. So this is done. Let us check it. I play the game. I try out the arrow keys. As I'm moving the arrow keys, the puck is moving forward. Here I'm stuck. I'm stuck again using arrow. Yeah, here it is. So it is moving perfectly well. Next, what this puck is going to do, this puck is supposed to eat the apple. So second instruction we are going to create for the blue puck, bumped. So when the puck is going to bump into the red apple, whom it is going to bump, that we have to decide. That object is apple actually. So apple is selected. What will happen? Apple will be eaten. So when puck bumps into the apple, eat the apple. This is done. Let us check this out if it is working fine. So as the puck is going to touch the apple will disappear. That means it is eaten by the player's puck. Now what we have to decide is if the player's puck is able to bump into the apple, the player wins the game. So we again go back to the program editor for the blue puck. Again I have to take the same event, bumped apple. So here I am repeating the steps. Instead of repeating, I can copy paste the program rows also. If you find certain rows which are similar, what you can do is you can copy also. Let me just show you this. I right click, copy row. Come to the new row, right click, paste row. So the copy of the second row is made here. All I have to do is make the necessary changes. So here I am going to declare that player has won the game. How do I do that? In this pie menu, I go to game section, game option, and I select win option. Here it is. So when the player bumps into the apple, it will be eaten as well as the player will be declared winner. Let us check this also. So you see, stepwise, in very stepwise way, one by one, we are adding the functionality to the puck and we are testing it also whether it is working or not. All the responsibilities, all the functionalities of player's puck are done. Now let's focus on the evil puck. Let's program it. What is evil puck going to do? Evil puck will look for the player puck. How will it do that? C. You see C option? Whom would it see? It would see the puck. Which puck? Not the red colored puck. I have to select the colors here. As you know, in Kodu, the characters are identified by their colors, not by their names. There is no provision of giving names to the characters. So we identify by the color. So blue, as it sees the blue puck, it moves toward it. See how simple it is? Move towards that blue puck slowly. So this is done. Let us check this. As you see here, as I move player's puck, the evil puck is seeing it and chasing it. Did you notice? So this is also working fine. Next is, as soon as evil puck is going to touch the player's puck, the player's puck will be eaten and the player will lose the game. See, here we do it. Next instruction for evil puck, when bumped into whom? Well, you can guess. Puck. Which colored puck? Blue puck. Here is the blue color. So when bumped into blue colored puck, go to the game option and declare game end. So this is also done here very well. So the responsibility and functionality of evil puck is also done. Let us check this out. It sees the puck, it chases it, touches it, and game is over. So this is also working fine. What you do is make several copies of this puck and paste them randomly. You see here, so many evil pucks are there. These are just the copies of the first puck which we programmed. So our first level of game is created. Now let us create level 2. So I load the first version of my game, MAZE-MANIA version 1 that was, and I make a copy of it. I give it the name version 2. In version 2, description is not required. We just have to say that this is level 2 of the game. So in description, I just mention MAZE-MANIA level 2. Let us save this. In level 2, we are just adding one small difficulty. Instead of 1 apple, there would be 2 apples. So let us make the changes in the program of the apple. Instead of winning the game, let us give some score to the player. So when the player is able to eat an apple, the player will be given the score. Let us create the score. Color also blue. And how do we set the score? We go to points option and we select, let's say, 10 points. So when the blue puck bumps into the apple, 10 points will be given to the player. The only thing left is you copy this apple, click it here, press escape to come out of this menu and paste. Control V. You see, since this apple is the copy of the first apple, the same program is here also. So 10 points for the first apple, 10 points for the second apple, that makes 20 points. So if the player is able to score 20 points, the player will win. That is what I'm going to do it here in the player's puck. I'm in the program editor. See what I have done. This is not required. So in this line, what I have done, scored blue equals to 20 points. Then you declare the player as a winner. So this is the modified program of the blue puck, as you see here. So if both the apples eaten, score would be 20 and player will win the game. Now let us link both the levels. So we will open the first version of the program. In the first version, now when the player puck eats the apple, player will not win, but the player will move on to the next level. How do we do that? We right click on the apple here. This is the first level. We go to the program, and instead of declaring the win here, what we do is, instead of winning, I click on the win tile, go to the game option, and here I select next level. In next level, I click on this box, no level selected. It will take me to the games list, and I select second version. Done. So version 1 is connected to version 2, and this is done. The 2-level MAZE-MANIA game is created by you. All you have to do is play and enjoy. Try this out and have fun.